Welcome to the CyberWire's Word Notes podcast, brought to you by Sonatype, who helps you code smarter, fix faster, and be secure.
The word is OWASP, security misconfiguration. Spelled O for open, W for web, A for application, S for security, P for project, security for safeguarding data, and misconfiguration for configuring hardware and software in a way that creates a vulnerability. Definition: the state of a web application when it's vulnerable to attack due to an insecure configuration. Example sentence: using vendor-supplied defaults for system accounts and passwords is a common security misconfiguration and may allow attackers to gain unauthorized access to the system. Origin and context. Dave Wickers and Jeff Williams, working for Aspect Security, a software consulting company, published an education piece in 2003 on the top software security coding issues of the day. That eventually turned into the OWASP Top 10, a reference document describing the most critical security concerns for web applications. Today, OWASP is an international team of security professionals led by the Foundation Executive Director and Top 10 project leader, Andrew Vanderstock, dedicated to enabling organizations to develop, purchase, and maintain applications and APIs that can be trusted. Today, there are tens of thousands of members and hundreds of chapters worldwide. In the OWASP 2021 Top 10 Vulnerabilities list, the committee moved security misconfiguration from the number 6 slot to number 5. It results primarily from human error, not the technology that the humans installed. In other words, the technology works fine, but the humans failed to configure it securely. Examples include running systems using default passwords and default configuration files, leaving unwanted services running that you have no intention of using, and leaving debugging mode on. To reduce the probability of these kinds of errors, follow a zero-trust strategy and reduce the attack surface. Tactically, consider disabling administration interfaces, restricting access to directory listings, and periodically running audit scripts that check configuration settings. The key here is automation. Once you decide the tactics you need, automate the process of checking the settings and, if necessary because of human error, change the settings back to the proper configuration. Nerd reference. In the 2001 blockbuster The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Gandalf, played by Ian McKellen, leads the Fellowship to the Mines of Moria in an effort to evade the mountain trail made impassable due to the evil wizard Sauron's weather spells. At the entrance, the dwarves have cleverly stopped unwanted visitors by password protecting the gate, and Mary, played by Dominic Monaghan, asks how the Fellowship will get in.
It reads, "The doors of Durin, Lord of Moria. Speak, friend, and enter."
What do you suppose that means?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you are a friend, you speak the password and the doors will open. Anon Edrochiamer.
Clearly, Gandalf doesn't know the password. And then Frodo, played by Elijah Wood, discovers the built-in back door, the Dwarvian default password, the previously undiscovered security misconfiguration, if you will, that lets the Fellowship into the Mines of Moria.
It's a riddle.
Speak, friend, and enter. What's the Elvish word for friend?
Melon.
I will leave it as an exercise to the listener to discover how an Elvish default password opens a secret gate to a Dwarvian mine. Word Notes is written by Nyla Genoe, executive produced by Peter Kilpie, and edited by John Petrick and me, Rick Howard. The mix, sound design, and original music have all been crafted by the ridiculously talented Elliot Peltzman. Thanks for listening.
This episode of Word Notes is made possible by Sonatype. Sonatype knows suspicious activity. Odysseus and that wooden horse wouldn't have stood a chance against Sonatype's software supply chain security automation. Without lifting a finger, the city of Troy would have been guarded by a dedicated team eliminating risk across open source dependencies, package inspectors throughout the supply chain, and a written bill of materials to weed out hagglers that don't belong. Don't let hidden open-source vulnerabilities catch you by surprise, even the ones with excellent craftsmanship. Visit sonatype.com/cyberwire today.